I am just absolutely sick about this truck. I took this truck in yesterday and I got my tires mounted for the Dojelac over there. I had one new tire on this truck that I kept for a spare. The rest of them were cracked. I got new shoes put on it all the way around. And on the way home, well, while I was in town, I could hear a little bit of a sound like a chatter up here under the hood. Something that I had not heard before. And I looked at the oil pressure because that's just what I do when I'm driving these old rigs. And it looked like it was kind of low at idle. It doesn't really have a real good gauge, but I mean, I looked at it today. I started up today. It had 30 pounds at idle. I wouldn't expect it to have that much. It's not exactly an idiot light, but it's kind of an idiot gauge. Anyway, I wouldn't expect it to have 30. It wouldn't necessarily have to have 30 pounds when it's hot and idling. But you know, that old Dodge truck has 50 pounds all day long. And I started it up today and it had 50 pounds of oil pressure. So I really think the oil pressure's okay. It had 30 pounds at idle when it was cold. But coming up the canyon, it seemed like it didn't have a lot of power. And I thought it might be a timing issue because I've been messing with the timing. But it's just not running right. And when I got in the shop last night, boy, I thought I heard a deep knock. I thought I heard a knock in the bottom end of this thing. And after all I've been through with this truck over the last year, man, I thought I had a good strong runner. You know, this engine's always been strong. It's got a little RV cam in it, nothing major, but strong engine. And it's got less than 5,000 miles on this engine. Probably more like 3, because I had not driven this truck very much since I put this engine in. Anyway, it does not sound good, and it's running really ratty. I mean, it's just not running right. But today I'm not hearing that sound in the bottom. Well, I thought it was coming from the bottom end, but I don't know. I was pretty distraught. Who knows what I was thinking. But anyway, it sounds more like it's up in the top end. So I'm wondering if it's got a flat cam or a bent push rod or something. I don't know why it would have a bent push rod. That's just, you know, because it's running ratty. It just doesn't sound right. That's not choke. It's just running bad. There you go. That's in the top end though. Sounds like it's on this side. Let me just put it over here. I think it's on this side. You guys hear that? I mean, that's a lifter, I believe. But why? Could be just a collapsed lifter. Alright. I guess that's enough about that. Hey guys, welcome back to William Myers Old Iron.
You know, I'm not a mechanic, and I'm not a car builder. I'm just an old redneck having a good time banging around on this rusty old iron. So buckle up and hang on. Let's see what's going to happen next around here.
And we're going to shoot over and pick up old Waylon Wire over there. He does some cool stuff.
Hey, welcome to Rat Rodding. My name's Waylon Wire, and don't ever do what we do here on this channel.
But to set the timing on this thing, I felt like the timing was off a little bit, and it was a little bit advanced, and I could just tell that. So I got up in there. Well, I put the light on it. You see, I still got the light sitting there. It's still hooked up. Well, no, it's not hooked to the battery, but I think it's still on the #1 plug wire. Anyway, I went to tighten that distributor down. Once I got it set, I got the timing set on the bark, and I was tightening that distributor down, and it just didn't feel tight. So I kept tightening it down, and it didn't feel tight. And pretty soon I stripped the bolt out, that aluminum intake manifold. One thread came out, one ring. I hate to pull that intake and re-tap it, but...
Well, now the manifold's sitting on my welding table, so it's just not going to be a problem now, is it?
Well, it's kind of a decent day. It's been cold. Yesterday was Father's Day, and it was 55 degrees up here. Crazy weather. Anyway, today's pretty nice. I gotta go shut those sprinklers off, and then we'll get into something around here. Well, I guess the first thing we need to do is get this up in the air, because I need to return this tire to Warren. He loaned this to me because the other one was burnt up and flat. And since I got my new tires, I will take my wheels down and my tires down and get them mounted. I can return this back to Warren. He needs it. He's got a flat on his pickup. He needs his tire. So, yeah, let's get this thing back up in the air, I guess. I noticed my bags are leaking off. They never used to leak off, so something's going on with the plumbing back there. So I'm going to have to hit that with some 12 volt and pop it back up in the air so I can get these arms back under it. And yeah, let's do that. Can anybody guess what that is? In that box right there? I'll give you a hint. Okay. All right. I may as well quit whining and moaning about this thing and get on to something else. I think I'm going to pull these calipers off here, kind of take a look at them. Might need some new ones. I don't know. Everything's burned out pretty bad in here. I may as well just cut all this wiring, It's all melted. Well, the wiring's not, but the loom is. I can't take a chance on it. It's gonna all have to be, this whole truck's gonna have to be completely rewired. I come out here and I start to go to work on it, and I get so discouraged, I just turn around and go back in the house. I'm really struggling with this one. As if this wasn't enough of a struggle. Oh, for a year of my life spent on that truck. Another year on this one. I got to do something though. I got a bunch of parts laying over here, so I have no excuse. I need to get busy. But first, clean this shop up a little bit. It ain't bad. It's not bad, but I want to tidy up a little bit. Well, check this out. Look at that AR bushings. Just gone. Alright, I'm gonna start ripping that off of there, I guess. Ah, boy, that does not want to come loose. Get a double wrench it. There we go. It's an old Indian trick, you know. How the old Indians used to fix their trucks. Well, it's a new day. I've been dealing with a... Well, hi, Josh. What's the issue? You don't like that worm medicine that's on there? Tough deal, man. Been dealing with a busted main line from irrigation for a couple days, and running around and doing stuff in town and whatnot, and I just couldn't stood it any longer. This thing's just bugging me to death. Like I said, I think I said, you know, I believe I've lost one cylinder, and it could be a, you know, collapsed lifter, could be a bit push rod, could be flat lobe on the cam. I believe it's on this side, and I'm gonna do a compression check here, and I was gonna wait till my buddy came up so one of us could turn it over while the other was kind of looking at things and whatnot. It'd be easier with two people, but I can hook up my my remote starter switch. What's Derek call it? The Lone Wolf 5000 or something like that. Yeah, so let's do that, guys. Let's run a compression check and see if we can figure out what's going on, man. I hope it's not in the bottom here. Well, I think I'll start with that back hole, because that's probably the hardest one to get to, so. Do the hardest job first, huh? No, don't go down there. I don't want to have to call her there. Looks good. It's been burning good, that one has. Man, I'm just all thumbs. And I lost it. I think it was good though. Okay, we got 120. Let's try this next one. $125, 130. No, yeah, 130. All right, let's do another one. It may not even be on this side. It may be on the other side. I don't know. There's a low hole. Only 90 pounds when the other one's 120, 130. I think we might have found something. That's quite a difference. 90 pounds, that's it. Try the front one. Yeah, that's 120. 120, so second hole, something going on. All right, well, next thing is get those plug wires out of the way and pull that valve cover, I guess, and then turn it over, and you know, who knows, may have a flat cam. I've had it happen before in this truck, as a matter of fact. Yeah, I got a video on me swapping the cam in this truck. I can't remember if it's this motor or not. Boy, I don't think so. I think it was something else. Might have been this motor before it was overhauled. On the other bank, here's this little guy. And I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's just... I don't even remember why I overhauled it now. Burning oil, I suppose. The best scenario would be, if I was lucky, which I'm not, obviously. If I was lucky, I'd have a broken valve spring. Maybe. I'm going to put the plugs back in it. I'm going to start it up, and I'm going to get my stethoscope out, and I'm going to start listening. Because, boy, the other day when I got home, it sure sounded like the bottom end. I got thinking about if this engine's gone, I got a big block Chevy sitting out there. Think about that. Let's all just take a moment. Think about that. The doctor did. Hey, maybe we ought to have him pee in a cup. I just was underneath this thing with mine, and I don't hear nothing on the oil pan. Not a sound on the oil pan. It's all up the top end. All the valve train somewhere. Guess next we'll start pulling valve covers. Well, Warren discovered something. He had a stethoscope, and he discovered a vacuum leak under the carburetor. I think I need to put a new base plate under there. And I think that's why my transmission wasn't shifting right. I was adjusting the modulator valve and having trouble getting it to stay in third gear. And so I think I just didn't have enough vacuum. So that might help. That'll help it run a little better, but the noise is in the top end, definitely. Can't hear nothing on the bottom. On the bottom, you get down there and listen on the block all over, you don't hear not a thing. So I guess that's good news. I guess. All right. I was going to work on that, but I kind of need to pull these valve covers, don't I? I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that tonight or not. It's still, yeah, still a little warm, but maybe later. I think I'm going to work on taking this lower control arm off. That's kind of what I got started here. Oh, look at this. Look at this Chinese garbage. See this? See that? Look at this one. That's how it came. I guess it'll pull down when I bolt them on, but there's only one bolt on that end. But that's supposed to be riveted or in place. Or I don't know what you call it. Not rivet, but you know what I mean. Always something, ain't it?
for free. Find me on Spotify. I appreciate it.
This is Hits 2024. All your favorite songs and hot new releases updated every week. Featuring Dua Lipa, Benson Boone.
See this, and that's the hole that had the weak compression. What we have here is a bad cam. This is the hole that had the low compression. And if you watch when I turn this over, I don't think this push rod has near the travel that that the rest of them do. We'll look at it together, but that's been my diagnosis so far. You watch them. Yeah, see, it just doesn't open up. So I got to pull that intake and check that lifter and see if it's just a collapsed lifter, but I bet I got a flat cam. Well, I guess that's good news, huh? As my luck goes, that's good news, man. I don't have, pull the rods out of it or anything. Just got to take the grill out that I just put in. Okay. Well, now we know what's up with that. I don't know if I'm going to pull that intake tonight. There it comes. Oh, about took my thumb with it. I didn't mean for it to hit the floor, but it's just heavier than I realized it was. I'm just a little feller, All right, I'm gonna let that down and get up on the inside of that cross member. Start to begin to take stuff apart, I guess. Well, ain't this a revolting development? Before I can get to this bolt, it's down behind this manifold, so before I can get to it, to get it off, I'm going to have to take this loose. I have to take the exhaust loose. And I got to take it loose anyway because I got to replace that cutout. So I guess I'll put it back up in the air and take that off. I'll do this topping while I got it down. We'll go from there. Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. It's the next morning. It was pretty late last night when I pulled that lifter and showed it to you, and the music was gone, so I had to cut it off pretty quick. Anyway, you can see this lifter. It's all cupped. You can probably see it better than you did last night. So I sent this to, because I was talking to One Lonely Farmer yesterday before I found out what was going on with this, and I said I lost a cylinder, you know, and I'm pretty sure what it is. But anyway, I sent him a picture of this lifter. He said, how's the cam? Well, judging by the lifter, I'm pretty sure the cam lobes wore down to a nub. I can't really see it, but I'm sure it ain't good. So I'm gonna have to leave this where it is right now. I'm gonna pick all these tools up and put everything away for now, because I'm gonna have to order a bump stick. So while we're waiting on a bump stick, I will continue on with this operation over here. I guess that'll be in the next video. We probably got enough for right now, so we'll see you soon. All right guys, that'll do it for this one. Never a dull moment, huh? If it ain't one thing, it's a dozen. All right, thanks for stopping by and taking time out of your busy day to watch one of my silly little videos, and I guess we'll see you right back here at Whalen Wire's Old Iron real soon. I wanted to remind you, I'm going to be at the Good Guys Car Show in Des Moines, Iowa on July 5th and 6th, and I'm going to be there with a special guest, and we're going to keep that under wraps for right now. But if any of you guys are close by, a couple guys have already said they're going to come out and say hi. That'd be real nice. I'd like to shake your hand. All right, we'll see you soon right back here on Whalen Wire's Old Iron. I sure do appreciate you.